Read the bill and the conference committee report.
Senate Bill 362, Budget Reconciliation and Financing Act of 2024, Amendment Number 1.
Recognizing the chair of the conference committee report.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The conference committee has completed its work on the BRFA, which is necessary to balance the budget of the state of Maryland. Move the conference committee report.
Motion for the House is to adopt the conference committee report. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. The conference committee report is adopted. Senate Bill 362 is on third reading and final passage. Gentleman from Southern Maryland.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I plan to vote no on this. I'm sure that comes to no shocking surprise. Voted no on the budget. And, you know, the Reconcil bill always balances the budget. So to me, if you're going to vote yes on the budget and no on the BRFA, well, that's a lot like going to a restaurant, ordering the meal, eating it, and then not paying for it. So hopefully the chairman of PROPS could at least respect the intellectual honesty in this debate here. But really, I want to compliment the committee, the leadership on the negotiation technique that went down with this whole deal. It was an important lesson for the Senate, the governor, and the minority party. It was really a lesson in confrontational politics. You know, it's interesting, you see like a negotiation like this where you pass your agenda via retreat.
Speaker, are we going to talk about the substance of the BRFA or negotiation?
Yeah. It's on the third reading and final passage. So I do have some great latitude, and I'm giving you a compliment because you passed this through retreat. There's a big tool for Lenin, by the way. You know, he described it as the backstroke of the hammer is just as important as a forward thrust to drive the nail. And you look at it, and what happened this entire session. The governor comes and he spoke in front of this body and presented a balanced budget. No tax increases. 2 months later, the Senate hands the House a balanced budget with no tax increases. And then in the House, we unload a bill, HB362, which was basically like a deep fake. Expanded sales tax and taxed everything to move for like $2.8 billion. But then, like I said, it was just a deep fake. The House Appropriations Committee very smartly and strategically didn't send the Senate a bunch of bills and tax increases that they would take up. They put tax increases inside the BRFA and forced the Senate to take it up. It was very smart, very smart. But I'll tell you, I was talking to a political friend, and they were talking about this whole negotiation between the Senate and the House. And they were like, well, the Senate did a good job stripping out that $1 billion of tax increases. And I said, yeah, but the House really kind of ate their lunch. And he said, what do you mean? And I said, well, the way I added up here, I think it's about $450 million in tax and fee increases. And the House hasn't given up anything. Anything. So really, you know, the governor uses his veto pen on this bill. I highly doubt it, but I really do. And, you know, kudos to the committee for driving the agenda. Thank you.
Minority